Hey guys, this is part 55 of my video story. We are on the 7th of July, the 7th of the 7th. We just did Stockton. Next race is the Tour de Delta. We've got all sorts of things going on at the moment with regards to stats. So if you're watching this and you still haven't noticed there's all sorts of upheaval going on, you need to check back on the thread, because some of you have got some serious stats to be doing. As you can see, Zoltan is no longer our best rider. He's taken a bit of a drop due to his resistance thing. He's still a very solid rider. Van Maxfield is now right up there. 76 on the cobbles is pretty good. So no other massive changes, I don't think. We've got Backers now up to 77 time trial. It's pretty darn good. So yeah, there's plenty of stats still to be given out, points. A couple of you have got more than 1 point, so pay attention. If you're watching this and you haven't been paying attention, then get onto it. So this race then is the only one in North America this month, which is a bit of a problem. The Tour de Delta in Canada. Another, just like Stockton, pretty sure, and will definitely end in a sprint. 151 kilometers. There is a bit of rise and fall, but wow, this is slow. There's a couple of little climbs, but looks fairly straightforward. Might be an uphill finish as well. You can't really tell. So should be a sprint, but we'll see. See, we've got 3 guys that are okay fitness wise and 5 that are not. So if the hills are significant, then we'll definitely be working for Bennett. There is still a chance for Hashir though. I mean, he's a good sprinter. He's actually just increased his hill as well, so you know, he's not bad, Hashir. Just the stats at the end that really need improving. So we'll see when we get there. Try and get someone in the breakaway, and probably Van der Velde, and come back for the sprint finish. Right, we're into the final 6 kilometers. As you can see, Van der Velde in his Canadian jersey is ahead with Eekhout. Rodriguez got into the breakaway. Had a nice day out in front of a home crowd. Got brought back quite a while ago though, and Eekhout and Van der Velde attacked. They've only got 15 seconds, so I wouldn't imagine it's going to go too far. We're working for Hashir today. Bennett's on a bad day, so the finish is downhill. Doesn't look like it's quite going to happen for Van der Velde, but it's definitely worth a go. He's struggling to hang on to Eekhout somehow. Right, it's time to go. It's not going to work for Van der Velde. Oh, Smith's crashed. Oh no, Smith's down. It's not Cassidy as well. Oh my god, Smith and Cassidy. What the hell is Cassidy doing? Boys, what on earth are you doing? Quite a few crashes, haven't we? Right, go Bennett. As you can see, there's a very slight rise, but what on earth is going on here? Right. Our guys couldn't really be further apart, could they? Hashir is going backwards at an incredible rate of knots. Not sure what's going on here. Right. Well, that was a waste of time. Don't know what that was all about. She's going to have to go now, but to be honest, it was a bit disappointing. So it looks like Yannick Martinez is going to win by a mile. Very good sprinter. And then it's going to be Brambilla. Some really good sprinters here. I don't understand why these North American races have stronger fields than any of the European ones. Bit unrealistic. But yeah, definitely better sprinters here than any of our European races have. So Martinez wins, Brambilla second, Haydo just gets, no, Clausen gets third, Haydo fourth, Hashir an okay fifth. You know, with that fitness and against this field, that's not bad. Bennett ninth, Juricas 10th. I'm not entirely sure what happened with that lead out there. It was an absolute disaster. Strange. I think Smith and Cassidy are okay, yeah, they're in this group somewhere. There's Smith. There's Cassidy. Hopefully they don't have any injuries, but then again they don't have another race for like a month, so it's fine. So nothing else to add to that really. Gibson was 11th, didn't notice, just behind the other guys, so that's pretty good. 9th, 10th and 11th. Our lead out was appalling for some reason. There must have been about 10 feet between each of our riders. Interesting. Van der Waal 25th. I timed the attack pretty well with Eke out, but there was just too many teams with strong rouleurs here. And then the rest of our guys, Rodriguez were in the breakaway. He was with 2 guys, that was it. One was a Joker rider, and who was the other one? Not a clue, can't remember. But he wasn't much good. One of the Belgian teams, I think, Wallonie. Tons of crashes as well. Gonsalves, Craddock, Hughes, those guys crashed a long time ago. Trulls Corsaith, he was the guy in the break. One of the guys in the break. Can't remember who the other one was. Not that it really matters, but some of you might him. Demwati. So that was that. Another top 5. Right, as promised, it's the first rest day in the Tour de France, so go through the first week. So the first stage was won by Greipel ahead of Kittel and Goss. As I said, Cavendish isn't here for some obscure reason. Not a clue why. No big time losses. So yeah. Then into the hills on stage 2. Peter Sagan won, beat Nevadauskas, Chavanel, Contador, Spilak and Kanget in a sprint finish. Kloden abandoned. On stage 3, Rui Costa took a win by nearly 50 seconds ahead of Valverde and Kirienka. And Apollonio abandoned. Then the team time trial, Omega Pharma won it, of course. 13 seconds ahead of BMC. Stage 5, again Greipel beating Kittel and Goss, no change in the order there. And Fouchard of Cofidis abandoned. In stage 6, it was Kittel this time, with Greipel down in 4th behind Boss and Goss. And Marcato abandoned. Stage 7, Greipel beat Kittel and Sagan. Cockard up there, good ride for him. Gautier, Viviani and Guardini all abandoned, so 2 good sprinters going there. Then into the mountains, stage 8 was won by Jakob Fuglsang ahead of Moreno, Valverde, Costa, Perro and Van Garderen. And then yesterday, stage 9, Van Garderen took the win, and then a few seconds back, Kwiatkowski, Contador, Valverde, Taramai, then another gap back to Port, Quintana, Montfort, Kanget and Nieve abandoned. So the GC after a week is led by Alejandro Valverde, 2 seconds ahead of his own teammate Rui Costa. And then Kwiatkowski and Contador. It's all very close. Big gap back to Van Garderen. Then Michael Rogers, Rodriguez, Taramai, Vokla and Quintana. In the top 10, Richie Port's only just ahead of Peter Sagan. So yeah, it's very wide open this with no Froome. Quite surprising to see that. I mean, it's a very odd GC, but it's a long way to go. many things can change. Obviously, this time next year, we'll be winning the Tour de France, of course. Or something like that. So, the next race then is the Giro della Valle d'Aosta in Italy. 6 stages. First one, as you can see, is flat, but I mean, it's not flat. It's here the Col du Cou, second category, really tough. And that will get rid of any pure sprinters. You're not going to have a chance of getting over that and still sprinting. Stage 2, big mountain stage, but it finishes, well, it is uphill actually, but only the last kilometre or so. But yeah, I love this. Is called the Petit Saint Bernard. It might be compared to the Grand Saint Bernard, but it ain't small. So it's definitely going to be a very, very difficult stage. Very selective, that one. Arguably the hardest, even though it doesn't finish on a big climb. Unlike stage 3, which does. Big first category climb here. We'll get rid of the weaker riders, and I mean, it's just going to keep whittling down until you've got about 2 riders left. Stage 4 is flat, the easiest stage of the race, but again, it's still not flat, is it? Really difficult circuit, a slightly uphill finish as well. Stage 5, another stage with 3 big mountains, so pretty consistently hard, these stages, including a HC one and then a tough finishing climb. And the final stage is a mountain time trial, short time trial. So first one then, 147.5 kilometres, and we've got 7 riders here. I would imagine this has got Ntanga's name all over it. Same team as that last race we did, except for Ntanga's in, and Yamada and Heikkinen are out. Oh no, not Yamada, sorry. Heikkinen, and who's the other guy that's not doing it? Schroeder, of course. So, yeah, Da Silva and Yamada again will be doing a lot of work for the team. No breakaway today, we'll just see how it goes. Should be one for Ntanga though, this, it really should. So, I'll come back at the end and hopefully we'll still have everyone in the right place. Right, we're into the last 5 kilometres here, just about. Breakaway of 2 brought back on this climb here a long time ago. We've got a 1-man lead out here, a super lead out though for Ntanga. He's got Eekhout on his wheel. Some decent sprinters here, including Colbrelli, but it is an uphill finish, so Ntanga's 75 hill should really mean there's only one winner here, really. Yamada, Da Silva and Mujagic all done a lot of work today. As you can see, making the pace hard. Let's go, David. Hang on, let's make sure Bekele and Douglas don't drop too far back. When does this climb start? It's not a very long one. Wow, Ntanga's really struggling to hang on to Kumano here. How very strange. What the hell? Okay. I'm really, really confused by that. Okay, what the hell just happened? Ugh. Ntanga +2 on the day. I am so confused by that. He just got absolutely raped. Colbrelli won, Clausen second, Havoc third, Frapporti fourth, Ntanga a distant fifth. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Might even be a gap. What? Oh, for God's sake! What the hell? Good to see everyone else just stopped riding. Absolute carnage. So that was weird. I can't explain that at all. Ntanga just could hardly stick to Kumano's wheel. Really don't understand. It's not like Ntanga's massively out of shape. You know, he was +2 on the day. He should have easily been able to accelerate off Kumano's wheel, but weird, really weird. And you know, sorry for overreacting about the time gap as well, but just don't understand why the non-sprinters just decide to stop riding. You know, it's only 57 seconds, and To be honest, it's actually probably a good thing because Kumano is now the favourite for this race, but as I say, it's only under a minute. With the amount of mountains in this race, it's irrelevant. No big guys lost time. So, GC wise, obviously Colbrelli leads, it's pretty much the same. Frapporti gained a couple of seconds at the bonus sprints. Colbrelli did as well. Zipunkt and Jaeger were the two in the breakaway. Other than that, yeah, I'd say Kumano's in a great position now. 57 seconds ahead of the other guys, so in a good, decent place, but I'm very confused by that sprint. Really, really confused. So yeah, there was a rather interesting stage 1. On to the first of the mountain stages then. Quite short, as most of the stages are in this race, only 139 kilometres, but they managed to pack 3 first category climbs in there. First one's not particularly difficult, but you got the Cormet de Roseland and the Col du Petit Saint Bernard, which are big boy climbs. Surprised they're not all category actually, but yeah. And then it is an uphill finish as well. The last kilometre's fairly steep uphill, so probably best not to use all your energy on the descent. Obviously Kumano's in a good position. I don't know what we're going to do here. Aim is to just keep Kumano, Bekele and Douglas up there. Oh, Bekele's dropped to 4 fitness now actually, so that changes things. I would say Douglas is probably our leader then now. Well, Kumano really, because he's got a bit of an advantage. So, Da Silva and Yamada will be doing a lot of work again. So yeah, come back for the final sprint. Well, sprint, it might be a sprint, it might be a solo. It's a hard stage, we'll see what happens, and yeah, hopefully it'll go a bit better than yesterday. Right, we're into the last 5 kilometres here. A very, very hard day, mainly because of the wind. Got a group of 16 here. All the main names are here, except some that got dropped on the descent, weirdly. But we've got Douglas, Kumano and Bekele in there. Douglas has really not had a good day, I don't know why. In fact, he can't even get Bekele the water. Yeah, he's not going to get up there. So obviously Kumano is going to have to try and win this stage. He's our man now. We've gone all in for Kumano. There was no breakaway at all today. Not one was allowed away, not by us. It was mainly who was it? Androni and Bardiani wouldn't let a single breakaway go. Not even one rider at the start. So it looks like Bekele's out of yellow bar. Can't Kumano. You are a beast. Be the beast. Go, Kumano. Go! He's got the Colombian champion on his tail. Who's this? Redder. Come on, David. Come on, you can do this. Oh, David. Oh, David. Look at you go. What a win. Well deserved there. We did all the work today. Bekele and Douglas do come home in the front groups. That's good. 16 riders then, pretty much, in this race. This guy's all losing over a minute. Obviously the riders are spread all over the road. Ochoa's all the way back here. We've got the yellow jersey in here, as well as the rest of our riders, the other 4. Yamada was +5 today, did a lot of really good work. We caused all this, pretty much. Yeah, Da Silva and Atanga Mugic, they all did their bit on the front, and actually are in much better shape than some of the guys in the front group, so might have gone too deep today, bearing in mind how long this race is, but hopefully we can get some decent recovery going. I'm worried about Douglas though, obviously he's got no recovery at all. But Bekele, Kumano have got decent recovery, so should be okay for the rest of the day. Don't know whether the group at the back are going to get it inside the time limit. They've still got over 20 kilometres to go. But I'll come back on the results screen. In all that excitement, I didn't realise how much Androni failed. They had 5 riders in that group of 16. Like a second, third and fourth. Unlucky. So Comano, Raider, Rosa, Cherini, Sevilla. Bit of a surprise that Sevilla was still up there, but obviously in good shape. Pagani, Baliani, Rubiano, Bongiorno and Ribeiro. Bikini 11th, Douglas 16th. So yeah, I mean, more or less it's those 16 guys that can win it. Sevilla was in that front group yesterday, by the looks of it, so he's the closest to us. And then Klimyankov, Nose, Sousa and Goltzer. Also not too far back. The group with their riders was at 18:42. Was anyone outside the time limit? No. Now even the guy that's 41 minutes back was allowed in, which is... The time limits are overly generous on this game, aren't they? So GC Comano leads Sevilla by 20 seconds. Well then Raider, Rosa, Pagani, Rubiano, Bongiorno, Guzzelli, Ribeiro, Bikili, Douglas. So it's going to be hard from here. Obviously we're going to have to work for Comano, but the other teams just seem to just want to look at us. Even Androni aren't willing to do any work, which is really annoying because they've clearly got a stronger team than us. So, yeah. But that was the start of the Valle d'Aosta. Very interesting race, very exciting race. The next stage has mountains in it. Surprise, surprise. But there's also the start of the Czech Cycling Tour, which is a very long time trial. So nearly 38 kilometres. So once again we're going to have 2 races running side by side. But for now, and for this video, that's it. Yep, join me next time, and thanks.